Hello, everyone. Welcome to Insights from Priyanka. I hope you're doing well. Today, I'm going to talk about the conscious start of my spiritual journey. We often mistake spirituality to be everything outside this physical realm that we are in. If we go by this, then either we have to abandon our worldly responsibilities and become spiritual, or we fulfill all our earthly duties and become blind to spirituality. Because of this misconception, we fear walking this path, and even if we do, we are not embracing spirituality in its truest essence. I won't generalize it, but at least for me, this was how I perceived spirituality in my growing years. I still remember when I chanced upon the Holy Gita and wanted to read it. I was told not to read it then, but after I attained a particular age. I didn't question and just complied. As a young kid, when in school, I had this inner urge to be a nun. I studied in a convent school and got inspired by the sisters, nun in our school, who led a particular lifestyle. Even post my marriage, I felt this urge to go to a monastery and live a monk's life for a couple of years. But I never worked on those urges and I lived my life just like a normal being with worldly desires would. It is said that a sunflower seed would desire to blossom into a sunflower no matter what. It would long for sunlight, soil, water, and the requisite environment that would support it in blooming. Every desire, every quest that you have is a signal to the direction of your soul's purpose. So, despite of my worldly life, I longed for something beyond and I didn't know what it was. Many times we have this tendency of giving in to our definitions and understandings of what we know, forgetting that what we know is not the truth, but just a perception, a tendency formed as a result of what our senses, body, mind perceived and concluded. There's something within us that is beyond our understanding. In this subtle quest, I naturally gravitated towards the teachings of many spiritual teachers. To name a few who had a great impact on me are Louis Hay, Byron Katie, Osho, Teal Swan, Sadhguru, Marianne Williamson, Moreno, and many more. I might have missed many. In this process, I learned practices like we can heal ourselves, being in inquiry to find the truth, transcending beyond the self concept, Reiki, psychodrama, shamanic breathwork, different kinds of meditations, and spiritual practices. Just like the butterfly, I was tasting and gathering nectar from different flowers and trying to make sense of all of these practices. Many a times, my ego rejected some learnings and adopted only those it felt safe and familiar. On and off were the implementations. But there came a day rather, when I had an epiphany during my shamanic breathwork session. Before going into the session, I set an intention. The intention was to find my purpose on this earth. In that session, I had an out of the body experience and got the message about my purpose from my highest self. That one moment of ethereal experience remained with me and opened the gateway to this inner knowing that there is something beyond what I have been experiencing in this life. I was all in tears and felt ecstasy in that stillness and nothingness. I experienced what transcending the mind, the ego, and everything, and connecting with the highest self felt like. It was indescribable. Based on what I've understood until now, Spirituality is not running away from worldly responsibilities, not dropping all your desires and dreams, but it is a way of being in this world which will enrich our experience. It is a realization that we are more than our body, mind, emotions, and that we are a fragment of the cosmos, a powerful energy that has the power to create experiences that we want this lifetime, no matter what our ego's tendencies are. Our spiritual journey starts the day we are born, and everything in its path is just the enabler. How much we grow from this experience depends on what level of consciousness we are in. Every experience, encounter is very much a part of this intention to experience the greatness within and around. Sooner we understand that our ego is a self concept and that it has a strong role to play in our realization of this spirituality is paramount. Without it, we cannot advance in this journey. My spiritual journey has consciously begun with this realization that although I seem to be separate from everything, I am one with all, and that my experiences of life are majorly due to my tendencies that I gravitate to. But as a conscious being, I have the choice to transcend these tendencies and create the experiences that I want to by focusing on my inner world. The external world reflects our inner world and where we need to grow to be able to contribute to the well being of the entire cosmos. Knowing that what we do to this universe and its beings is what we are letting ourselves experience in different forms, not known to the intellect, but only known to our soul, is a great awareness. In deep gratitude for this life, which we often take for granted, this life is our soul's opportunity to contribute to this universal existence. I choose to surrender myself to my soul's purpose, for which I said yes to life. Now I consciously say yes to that creation. And before I sign off for today, let me tell you that joyously living this life and contributing to the well being not only of self but everyone, everything around in your reach can be one profound purpose that each one of us can live, create, and contribute to. Until next, take care. Love you all. Bye bye.